watching. A lot of lurkers in the background back there that are seeing our show and watching, but not commenting. People come in and out and come and go, and it is fine. We love all of y'all that come through. If there's an issue, well, kind of get bounced out. And look at this, huh? Fancy. Fancy, fancy. Yep. Doing a lot of work on, as one would say in the technical world, doing some work in the back end. Yeah, how you like that? And I am going to put my headset in and listen on the iPad, and see how I sound. Put my headset in and listen. Ooh. It sounds good. All right, everything's good. So how about that? We're at it. All right, so I don't know how. Yeah, I'm also going to be doing more advertising of our Facebook page. We have a group now. What was happening is Epic created an account, and it was his personal account that he created, but also used it as our Facebook group. And it just got way too much traffic and just got way too busy. So we have a Facebook group. Look up Breadcrumbs. There are several Breadcrumbs groups, but ours is in all caps, as we're seeing in the map, in the Q map. So take a look there, and here I will leave a link. And then also a Twitter page, a proper Twitter Breadcrumbs page, as Andrew would say. Hello, everyone. Hello, Epic. Hi, Graham. Hi, Joseph. Yes, Epic, I got off my tail and got the group going. And so directing people from to there. And thank you for starting all that up and managing all that multimedia. But also, we have this group to manage as well. Hello, Nemesis. Hello, CJ. Hello, Robert. Welcome back. Inhawk, how are you? Thank you for the new graphics. Hi, love God Lanny. Welcome back. Hi, Chloe Mendoza. How are you? Hello, Molly. Hey, Gavin. And Jason and Angel. We should be joined shortly by Partha and or Angel in the Zoom meeting, which is now open. Angel and Partha, if y'all want to join. And let me bring up the Facebook group. All right. There and there. All right, so all you Facebookers, go here. There's our Facebook group. And let me bring up the Twitters. I am not going to be as good of a answerer of the Twitters as Andrew is. But we'll still have a presence to send and receive things and to make notice. But I'm not a chatty Twitterer. All right. Pull this bad boy up. And we have a Instagram, but I'm not going to advertise that. I haven't seen a lot of requests for Instagram. And here's the Twitterverse. Oh, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere, Robert. This is going to be still a twice a day show, and chat room open day and night. This is just the presence. Epic got overwhelmed with all the social media. He's got family. He's got a job. He's got this is overwhelming as it is. So just supporting the social media just becomes too much, and it's his own personal page. So this is a group, so it won't be ringing on him all the time in Facebook. And the same thing with Twitter. The Twitter was his personal Twitter account. This is more of a group. So thank you, Epic, very much for starting all that up and getting all that going. We'll go back to being Anki, Joseph. I don't know who you are. I never heard of you. Crank call, crank call. Go back to being anonymous. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's just working out the bumps and the kinks and getting everything going. So there's still more structure being put into this, and the reason all the structure is coming into it because we're the only ones that are in YouTubeville that are having this conversation, and so we're important. The data that we're building up. The database of videos that we've built is an important repository of information that is not available anywhere else. And because of all of your hard work, you bring in very important information into the repository of data that the Breadcrumb Project works off of. All right. At least we know about it. Well, and at least and thank you, Epic, for giving it a definition and letting us know who it is, because nobody else is able to give it a name. Well, a lot of us give it a name. A lot of us do give it a name, and at least we're looking at it, we're analyzing it, we're talking about it. So. Oh God, no, not Instagram. Your threshold of dumpster fire and mine are just. I'm more sensitive to. Yeah, no Instagram. No. All right, good. Well, Epic, where are you getting this information from? Don't hold out. Bust up, brother. Where's your source? No. There is not going to be a solar flare that's going to knock out anything of these. No. No. There is not going to be an EMP from the sun that's going to knock anything out. No. No. There's not going to be an EMP that's going to do any damage to this earth. This earth is coddled, loved, and protected. All that is happening is our personal vibrations, our personal frequencies are being raised. Everything's happening really fast. People's tempers are very quick. Everything is super fast information agey. But there's nothing that is going to do any damage to anything on the planet Earth, because that's the last thing the Creator, any of those that look after our planet, of the 53 different intergalactic species that are caught within this quarantine space, over 500 planets that monitor and care for us, from the Council of 9 on Saturn to 24 supporting beings. They do not want any damage to this planet whatsoever. It is strictly an elevation of our frequencies, us becoming aware of them, them revealing themselves to us, and us moving forward in a whole different direction and manner. But no, there's no damage. There's no earthquakes. There's going to be earthquakes, but there's not going to be like interplanetary earthquakes. We're still going to have our 5.0, 6.0, 7.0s, and maybe even a horrible 8.0, but they're isolated to their areas. We're not going to have massive flooding. We're not going to have a massive tsunami. No. We're going into the golden age. We're not going into the age of, oh shit, fuck, this is going to be all destroyed. We're fucked. Come June 21st, we're going into the golden age. It's going to be difficult for some who have low frequencies and want to live there, the blue pillars, and it is going to be easy for those that have higher frequencies, the red pillars, those that have a religious practice, those that have meditation, those who are somewhat ready for a higher authority. And then there are those that are going to be ready to be harvested and go up into several different densities. Immortality is going to be happening shortly for us on this planet. A lot of changes are coming our way, but they're not destructive. Hey Spartan, how are you? I am so glad you are on your missions and journeys. Very proud of you. Hi Emma. Much love to you, friend. So yeah, nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. Much to look forward to, but you have to stay focused on your own soul and your own strengths. And begin to have a meaningful meditation practice, have a meaningful prayer practice, and establish connection. Because I got to tell you, the law of one is the bomb diggity. Man, if you want answers to all your questions, the law of one is spitting them out like a rapper spitting rhymes, man. Holy begonias. The 6th and 7th book or part, however you want to call it, it's awesome. So it explains wonderfully what's happening, how it's going to happen, and destruction's not a part of it. June 21st starts the age of Aquarius. June 21st is going to be a major interplanetary alignment. June 21st starts the new moon. June 21st starts the buck moon, the buck, which Partha can't talk enough of. A lot is happening on June 21st. And for some reason, everybody's telling us to keep an eye on June 11th. Something in the news is going to happen. Exciting. Come on, Joshua, tell me that thing. Tell me that that the law of one, if you since you read book 1, didn't just answer so many questions. Excellent, Spartan. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What an amazing journey you're on. Um, and we're all on an amazing journey, quite frankly. This is an incredible time to be alive. It's very painful. You have to have your you have to be red pilled to really appreciate what's happening. If you're running on a blue pill, man, you're just full of hate. You're full of anguish. You're full of dissent, disagreeableness, all the does that you can imagine. The blue pill community is just having the worst time, and all the riots in America, and people destroying their own families, their own houses, their own communities, somehow convinced themselves that they're making things better, and that your fellow American's going to go, oh yeah, I get why you're rioting. No, yeah, no, I'm changing my whole way of doing things. Yeah, I've got a family, and I've got a business, and I'm well educated, and I've worked very hard. But no, I see what your hate and murder spree really is saying. We get it now, all right? You got our attention. Oh yeah, the left. They have to make it more and more. I mean, and you see that in the mainstream media. CNN and MSNBC can't get any more outrageous, and yet they do. I mean, we used to, boy, anybody that's over 50 used to make fun of the National Enquirer, and you didn't want to be a yellow journalist, and you didn't want to participate in innuendo and trade and lies and deceit. If you were a journalist, Edward R. Murrow ... And even the Enquirer can't keep up with MSNBC and CNN with all their trash. And unfortunately, they become a channel of information for corrupted minds. And those minds are so corrupt they can't look at the other side and have a basic discussion. They yell at you. Yeah, but every day they can't. Every day more and more people keep getting red pilled. Trump right now is running 40% approval rating in the black community. That's unheard of. Back when I was in the political trenches, we couldn't get 10%. We were single digit. Any Republican in any state just about had single digit approval rating in any black community. Trump is strutting with 40% unquestioned. Yeah, every day, and that's part. That is part of what the Q talks about in the Great Understanding. It isn't going to be something magical. It is going to be our frequencies being increased. Either we're going positive, we're going negative. If we go really negative, and when the sudden event happens, when those that are going to reveal themselves to us reveal themselves, then that's when the Great Awakening occurs. But all of this is built in with the solar flashes and that big orb that's sitting next to the sun. So as we focus in on the one thing that's really just been able to answer questions for us, that is the Q map. And it definitely has to do with space fleets, Um, all kind of incredible uh, science fiction activity. Look at that transition, huh? Yes. All right. So, Great Solar Flash is going to be going on for 4 years, 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years. And during this time, anybody that's living on the blue pill is just going to be slowly taking the red pill, one after the other. Once you go red, you can't go back to blue. Once you take the red, you're red. So all the blue pillars, it's just slowly, one at a time, and until there are just very few left, and they're going to be a miserable lot. But sooner or later, they're going to have to go into the age of Aquarius as well. That's the one guarantee all of us are going. Yeah, thank God we're awake. And I'm like, I'm not like, Partha is the first person to tell me, don't worry, this is all under control. This is all very controlled within the insanity. You and I and the rest of us on our teams can see sanity. We understand what's happening clearly. It's just those that are suffering, are just going to suffer as they go along. But this isn't anything just globally destructive. Again, guys, we've been hit by CMEs a ton. Big ones. I can't stress this enough. We are being hit by CMEs crazy big, like we've never been hit before. They don't affect humans in the way that we think. They're elevating our frequency. So yeah, we're going to be hit by CMEs. Boom! It's not affecting our equipment. It's not affecting us in the way we keep wanting to think. Oh, a CME, boom, oh. Nope. No, it's the process of raising our Earth's frequency. It's like a bell. So an energy wave from the sun hits the Earth, and it resonates within the Earth, the way it's constructed, and the frequency is being raised. So, yeah, we're getting nailed by CMEs, guys. We're being hit by EMPs left and right. They're the biggest we've ever seen. Go to Wade's World. And he said in his last video, I'm becoming complacent with these. I mean, they're the biggest things I've ever seen because nothing's happening to us directly due to it. It's not affecting any of our equipment. It's not affecting us directly. But these are huge CMEs. Yes. And they're going to be continuous because the frequency of the planet is being raised. The frequency of humanity is being raised. So that's what those CMEs are doing. They're not doing damage. They're helping raise the frequency. That's what we're here for, is to make sense of what's happening. So, I mean, that's why I follow this chart. Very happy. We have the insane. If we're looking at this, so what this is I guess your left-hand screen. It's the crazy spaceship science fiction side of the queue in the upper left-hand quadrant. And then in the upper right-hand quadrant, as you look at it, is the crazy hippie, Indian, Tibetan, super old tradition that goes back well over 30 to hundreds of thousands of years, 500,000 years, and explains the zodiac and all that is. just wonderfully. So, and that's what we're working on. So everything that's from the Great Awakening above, everything that surrounds the words Great Awakening down there and above is what the Breadcrumb Project is working on and working on every single day, except Saturdays. We're taking Saturdays off. Also, I am setting up a Patreon account as well, because I do need to invest in a multimedia system. So I do need to get a newer, updated computer with a quad 4 processor, because although we're doing very well on latency, legacy, and all that stuff, it's still it's maxes out this Core i5. I need a quad 4 processor, so I'm setting up a Patreon account, and it's going to be actually three different groups. Basic donation group to support the efforts of the project, because we're going to be around for a while and we're going to be looking at a few different things, quite frankly. And then a multimedia founders group, and that's going to be a foundation to help buy a big nasty system with 3 monitors and with a heavy duty graphics card, and then we can have excellent shows and continue to do the analysis that we can do without having freakouts every other night with technical problems. And then also I'm going to have a news analysis group where before we do the 4:30 Washington D.C. time show, we work together to do analysis of what's happening in the news, and then kind of do show prep together, because after a while we're going to get so busy that other folks are going to have to spin off and do their own live streams. 33 in the room, 34 now, 35. So this is all groundwork. This is all groundwork that we're doing. And this is all the way the queue operates. Build a different group that's not connected to another group, and then after we get too big and we're ready to split off, no hard feelings. Take a bunch of other folks and go build up another channel and keep the conversations intimate and secure, and keep doing what we do, which is deciphering and preparing folks for what is coming. And that's what the Law of One came to interface with the planet Earth. Ra, the entity called Ra. So Lonnie, yeah, if anybody in this group that has an interest, start doing your research and present it. Send me emails, as many folks do, and we'll build that conversation thread here online. I don't have a minute to go do any research. Again, I've explained the nature of my day. There's just, I can throw it into some show prep, but definitely. And Terrence Howard, there's a lot of information out there about Terrence Howard. But Terrence Howard really isn't reflected in the QMAP here as much. So we're going with what's going on there. Terrence Howard is no longer with us. There's a lot that's happened since his time, and a lot happening now. So going back, and researching someone that's come and gone, right now it's not fruitful for our time, because we really have to have our cycles ready and understand what's coming. Because I know a lot of y'all still haven't really grasped the fact that there's a big orb next to the sun, and there's a little tiny winged creature at the bottom of it doing a 28 day cycle, you know. So we really have to wrap our head around what's going to happen now and look to the future and not spend so much time, you know, in the past. Unless it can give us good direction for tomorrow, I'm not going to spend a lot of time in yesterday because we're going into the new age of Aquarius. Oh, go to Partha's page. Email him. Partha responds to emails. Any question you have for Partha, please, 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 either ask it while he's online here with us today, or you know, give us a holler, or give him a holler. Let's see. Partha, are you in the chat room, or is this Angela?
Yes, I am here, Charles. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yay.
Yeah, I was just waiting for your call.
All right. Well, we're here. How long have you been there?
Yes, it's too much. It's too hot here,
Oh,
and it's like, yeah, too much hot. And I'm a very cold person actually.
okay.
So if there is hot, it's hot for me. Then you would think that actually there is a lot of heat in India. Too much heat.
So it's not normal?
Yeah, it's not. Definitely, it's not normal. So should I come in,
Yes.
Charles?
Yes, you are in we are online as we speak right now. And I'm going to start recording.
Hi, Charles.
Hello. Hi, Angel Hope.
Yes,
How are you?
yes.
And
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm
I
sorry
hope you're fine too.
so how
Yeah.
many degrees is it? Give us an idea of
I don't know. I think I'm not sure. I think 36, 37, I think.
36, 37.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Too
That's
much.
crazy hot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
close to 90, 100 degrees, folks. Fahrenheit.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. Wow. Well,
It's okay.
we have
Yeah.
the magical number 33 in the chat room as we do.
Wow.
So
Wow.
um, yeah,
Wow.
we do have some interesting things happening.
Yes.
Have you seen where I've been talking about the orb that's next to the planet?
Oh no. No.
So there is not next to the planet, but next to the sun. So there's a big giant orb that we're seeing that is next to the sun, and
Okay.
it is probably about 1/8, 1/9 the size of the sun,
Oh
and
wow.
it's attracting a lot of flashes. And so in the scientific equipment that we have that we can see, not that NASA is telling us, but that we're able to see,
Yes.
we're able to see this orb, and it's producing a lot of the CMEs or EMPs that we're experiencing on the planet.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
interesting.
Actually, I haven't seen in your channel, but I have seen in news. I got it. Yeah.
And also Wages World. Wages World is the one that we're
Yeah.
getting all this great information from. So
Yes.
interesting times. we've got a giant
Yes.
orb next to the sun, people. And then we have
Yes.
that other little winged creature, that other little winged guy
Yes.
that's doing the 28-day orbit.
Oh.
So
Oh, that's quite interesting.
yeah, it's very interesting. And this is all at Wages World. Wages World has all of this great info.
Wow.
So I don't know if you get bored and you want to go.
No, no.
If you want to go
No,
watch
no.
Wages World, I'm kidding. That's
Yeah.
absolutely a joke. All right.
No, no, no.
So
I'm
you
very interested. Yeah. So today, actually, Partha is also going to join. We will twist
All right.
in the midst. Yeah. So first of all, see at the top of the queue map itself, as we all can see, there is increase your service to others and be more. I will repeat it because I have noted. Same thing was there in the law of one, right at
Yes,
the top of the queue map. And also, can you see my PowerPoint, Charles?
I can. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, and also it's there in the two God energy activation keys in Kabbalah. So that day, I forgot to tell much about Kabbalah, and so now I will say something like something about Kabbalah. So it's written just right at the top of the queue map that increase your service to others in one line, straight line. Increase your service to others and be more loving to yourself and everyone in order to raise your vibrational conscious level. Forgive yourself and others, thus releasing your karma. This will change the vibration of the planet, raise the shared consciousness of humanity, and change humankind one person at one time. Treat your body as a temple and change over to a higher vibrational diet to aid in the process. So it's quite astonishing that we have been doing these things unknowingly and unintentionally. Partha and I designed some sets of affirmations. I think half was done by me and half was done by him, and we were forgiving ourselves and others, and we were releasing karma. And there are different karma burning techniques, Buddhist technique, that definitely we will share with all these souls. And we were like changing humankind one at a time,
I think that's
and we
important.
were yes, treating our body as a temple, and we were also changing our diets, and our in consultations also we usually tell people to change their diets to a higher vibrational one diets. So that's very important, that I'm very happy. Actually lately we have discovered that full sentence, and we were very happy to discover it, that we have been knowing unknowingly and unintentionally doing these things.
Yeah.
So see, yeah, this is about Ra on diet. This
Before
line is
before
there.
before you leave Kabbalah, I don't know if everybody
Yeah,
here knows what
yeah,
Kabbalah is. Can you tell us real quick
yeah.
before we move on to the
Sure,
raw
sure,
diet?
sure, sure. So these were the affirmations, revocations that we have also given to you, Epic, Andrew, Kate, and Michelle, and many people, and many sisters and brothers in Breadcrumbs projects also.
Yay.
This was the affirmations. See here lines are like I release all those who had hurt me in this lifetime. Time starting my childhood, I released the physical, emotional, mental, psychotic wounds that were impinged on all of my five bodies, namely physical body, annamaya kosha. These are the the categories and divisions of our astral body. I release all those accumulated karmic sanchit karma. These things are designed before we saw that line in the Q map.
Mm.
Actually, that's why we were so excited. We are very happy to do the exact same things that Ra advised, and those were in the Q map. So it's really exciting. Okay, now what is Kabbalah?
Yeah. And,
Definition of Kabbalah. Yeah,
and I don't want to jump your presentation at all, but I just don't think a lot of people know what Kabbalah is.
yeah, Kabbalah, people should know about that. Although the word itself is not present in the Q map, but it's very relevant for us.
Yes.
So, definition of Kabbalah, number one, Kabbalah is a medieval and modern system of Jewish theosophy, mysticism, and thaumaturgy marked by belief in creation through emanation and a cipher method of interpreting scripture, a traditional, esoteric, occult, or secret matter, esoteric doctrine, or mysterious art. So it's Jewish theosophy.
Yes,
And
and
yeah,
and and it is not widely accepted in Judaism. It is not. It is considered in many ways, in many different traditions in Judaism, to
yeah,
be a dark art, an occult thing, something that
actually not at all. I
it,
have studied Kabbalah. It's beautiful.
yes.
Tree of knowledge, tree of knowledge. There is nothing bad in it.
And
Beautiful.
that's what happens in the modern religious days, our current
Yes,
religious days, is we see all
yes,
the old things, astrology, Kabbalah, yoga, Tibetan Buddhism, as occult things, and um, and the New Age religions don't understand their traditions, and
exactly.
and there's mysticism involved. And when you say
Yeah.
that, any traditional Jew is going to be like, mystic? No, no, we're traditional. And you're
Yeah.
right. There is nothing scary about Kabbalah, but
Yes.
it is very, very ancient and explains so many astrological conundrums.
Yes. And the most fascinating factor is that, Charles, Kabbalah, the gist of Kabbalistic thought were preserved in some book series, and those book series or those books are called like altogether Zohar, Zohar. So I cannot show you now those files because those are huge files. I have spent many time studying those. And what Zohar means, the main gist of all Kabbalistic thought was there in the Zohar books. So the Zohar books or the Kabbalah books were written for our present day times.
Hmm.
When a person reads the Kabbalah or the Zohar, it's not important who wrote the book. It's important who is reading the book. Because if you, Charles, if you just start today to read the Zohar, you will find out everything about your life that is going on at the present moment. You will find coincidences and you will find synchronicities in those book of Zohar. So it's actually mystic, and it is full of mysticism.
Hmm.
Definitely, that's why some people are might get scared with the name of the Kabbalah. How magical these books of Zohar, and it is written for present times.
Okay.
In fact, when while Zohar, the book of Zohar or the Kabbalistic thoughts were there in the time, in the past days, then it was said that some of the, the most of the portions has been written for present times. That is why some words like some kinds of UFO information is also there, planetary motions, astronomical advanced information is also there. So it is written there that don't get confused with the words at that time, after before many thousands years ago, because these are written for future time or our times, so these are relevant for us. So that is Kabbalah, definitely a medieval and modern system of Jewish theosophy, as simple as that. So there are two keys to activate God energy, and that is also written in the same line of the QMAP. I want to share this. The first key: be the provider like God, and to be be the provider like God, to be one with God. This same thing also being discussed in the Law of One book. I have elaborated in my one of the videos. In Law of One book, it is said that mostly we have to give, like 51% we need to give. We must act from a place of the provider and a giver. It is in the book of the Law of One. So first key is that be the provider. If you want to be God, act like God.
Mm-hmm.
And second key is love others like you love yourself. It is emphasized in Kabbalistic books and the Zohar, and in the Zohar, that it's very important to love others like yourself. The self word has been emphasized again and again. Self means yourself, your soul. So it is like everything is one, everything is one, because we are all one actually. It is two keys of Kabbalah, uh, by which these two keys you can be like God. And as per Kabbalah, there are only two beings: the creator and the creature. The creator, the God or God energy, and the creature or the Adam. So there is always a veil between them. Whenever these two keys get energized and activated, this veil broken down, and the creature and the creator becomes one. So that's the mystical point of this. So I will explain till slide 10. After that, Partha will speak definitely, and I have some another points also.
Okay.
Mayan are the children of sun. Partha recently talked about the Mayan civilization and 26,000 years cycle, which is approximate like 25,900 years, but
Sure.
approximately it's 20,000 years cycle, which I also have said in my video. By the way, in the Q map, you have Mayan breakaway group. So one zodiac takes 2,160 years, so 12 multiple by 2160 is equal to 26,000 years.
Yes.
So that is the Mayan breakaway key. So precision of equinox 25,900 years. The precision of equinox 25,900 year pole shifts. The movement of sun through 12 zodiac signs. Each zodiac sign is 2160 years. 10, sorry, I forgot 12. Indus Valley probably got burnt away in mud fossil in the age of Taurus and the beginning of age of Aries.
Mm-hmm.
So these all things are connected. See, precision of the equinox 25,900 year is there. Pole shifts is there in the Q map. So Mayan breakaway group, this is the Mayan breakaway group in our Q map, and this is their Mayan breakaway group. They are the children of sun that Partha spoke about earlier. And spiritual law of frequency and vibration, as our dearest Tesla said. So this is very important to understand for all of us what is frequency and vibration. See, if you want to be like God and if you want to be one with God, whenever we get one with God energy, not God or person, then only ascension could happen. See, at the last moment of the rainbow body activation level or light body activation, the final level, everything becomes one. You become one with the source. Then the magic happens, and frequency wise, vibration wise, you become one with the God energy. So that is my topics. I have ended. I think Partha is there. I would like to tell him to join our discussion today. I will again join definitely, and I will be there background.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think Partha will take away from slide number 11.
I saw him pop in a second ago.
Yeah. He's there.
Hi, Charles.
Ah, there he is. Hi,
Angel.
Partha. And hi. There he is. How are you?
Hi Partha, welcome. Hi. I think I will stop my video for some time.
Okay.
Sorry.
And I can make you, and you want to record on your side, so I'm making you the host. Eesh.
Yes.
Wait a minute, what did I do?
So I am stopping my video to have a better streaming
Okay.
system. Yes, so as Angel eloquently put, we have talked about Kabbalah and actually there's a Kabbalah tree and Sephiroth and those things are there. Those are deeper mental states and spiritual states. I hope you can see my screen, Charles and
Yes.
Angel.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this we found only today. I mean, it was right there on the top. It was actually quite small. So we had to really zoom in, increase service to others, and be more loving and all that. So what we had done was we have simply typed it out. We simply typed it out. Increase your service to others. That's what she was saying. So it is all there. I mean, and definitely all this. So we will be talking about a bit about the mental states, the spiritual states, and how meditation helps you. So there is this famous professor, a scientific man, Dr. David Hawkins, PhD. So he has spoken about healing and also the vibrational states of your consciousness. So, for example, if you are vibrating 50 or 30,
Sorry, Partha, to interrupt. Your voice is not fine.
Yeah, you keep coming in and out, Partha.
But is it better now?
Yes.
Is it better now?
Yes, much better.
Okay, please stop me if my voice is not coming out clear. Okay.
Now it's okay.
Okay. So these are the various states of consciousness vibration which he has given a table. So this Angel will cover a little later. I mean, she'll go into depth. But basically, one important thing is, this number 47 or 74, which I will be showing you why it is so important. So the mantra Om, it vibrates at this frequency, so above 700. So as you can see in this table, the enlightenment frequency is basically between 700 to 1000. I think she got this information about 740, the mantra Om. And also she will talk about these things. And the optimal timeline 47. So 74, 47 are one and the same thing. So I will decode a bit about what is 74, what is 47. So I'll talk a bit about that and what is optimal reality. So let me go to internet. Okay, so the number 47 actually is a very mystical number, a very important number. It started appearing in the last November, December timeframe. So in fact, it was Angel only who actually pointed me out that this number 47 she saw in an ad. And then I suddenly I understood or decoded that this 47 is actually the union of two opposites, yin and yang. And when the two opposites, yin and yang, they realize each other or they recognize each other,
yes,
then what happens? It becomes a kind of chariot. Are you able to hear me, Charles?
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah. So I'll just show you that. So as you can clearly see, there's a white and a black. Again, the ad is coming. 1 second. Okay. Can you see this white and black and the chariot?
Yes.
Yes. So this is a tarot, and of course, Angel can explain this better. But basically, this is a mystical symbol. It talks about a brave warrior standing inside. He wears the crescent moons. Okay. And he basically tries to control the opposites. It is not, the word control may not be right, but it's actually more about trying to get a divine balance between the two things. So notice how the sphinxes are pulling in opposite directions, but the charioteer uses his willpower and sheer resolve to steer the chariot forward. So this is actually 47. So I will tell you how it is 47. So let me just show you some news. So this I'll show a little later. These are all related to astrology. Okay, so recently Cameron Diaz, she gave birth to a child at the age of 47. Okay, they knew why, what. See, they thought simply it is a news. But now you see this. It doesn't matter in which part of the world you are in. Okay, you will see this number 47 in your consciousness. The patient leaves hospital after 47 days stay. Student tests into D47 schools. J&K, 47 people died. 47 medium and small medium enterprises feel alternative financing options. So all are unrelated news. Something is related to medical, pharma, something is related to sports. Now see, Midwestern State women's hoops coach dies at the age of 47. And we have been seeing this 47 since last 6 months. I mean, almost every day there is one news about 47. This is how the matrix codes work. So those people who have taken the red pill, maybe this year or last year, or maybe like me, maybe 20 years ago. So 20 years ago, I was the Lone Ranger because I was the only guy who was seeing, anomalies in the Matrix when the Matrix movie came. In fact, when I saw the movie Matrix, I told my friends, is it possible we are sleeping somewhere? Is it possible we are connected to this simulation? Is it a simulated reality? They just, poo-pooed me.
Yeah. I remember walking
Now,
out of the Matrix blown away.
yes,
Same thoughts.
yes. Now, if you can see this. White House says Trump was offended by Romney's 47. 47% quote. Blackmore bond investors to get only 5 million back from 47. Wheat harvested annually, farm fires dropped by 47%. Now somebody may tell me that maybe if you search 48 you will get all the 48 news. Maybe if you search 33 you will get 33 news, but that's not the point. UAE weather, temperature to hit 47 degrees. Allen County or Alien County, 47, 2 hours ago. 47 buffs named. So I will show you some screenshots from a presentation which I made on 47. Hope you can see this.
Yes.
So just tell me when you're. So New Mexico, 47, 4 new deaths. Man dies at Srinagar Hospital, 47. 47. 47. What is this 47? The 47 has multiple meanings. So one of the very important meaning is that it is swastika. So a lot of people who hate Hitler and that time of the era when they were when he was having that a reverse swastika. Please pardon me. Now my point is not to bring in that thing into the consciousness. Actually, swastika is a very, very, very good thing.
Yeah, it is. He just.
As per Hindu thing, it actually it was defiled or something you can say.
Yes.
So, I think Angel had done some video in which he actually showed how that 47 looks like swastika. So maybe she can show it little later, but actually there is this swastika is nothing but actually
Partha,
it is
I sent you on WhatsApp just the video, and you can see the description.
Okay, fine. And even in it's not related only to the Hindu philosophy or Indians about 47. See, for example, the last miracle of Jesus is 1447, Mark 1447. Or mark 47. Okay.
Okay.
So we are now going back to the times, ancient times. So Angel sent me a video. I'm opening it quickly. So again, see, I'll show you something interesting. See, 104 views on 17th April. So this also has 47.
Hmm.
In QMAP, they talk about optimal timeline reality. They are actually talking about 47. So I'll quickly go to the time where she actually shows. Here it is. So I'll pause it also. Can you see now?
Yes.
The video which she made. If you see, it looks like 47. See, this is 7 and this is 4. She made a beautiful video on this, so I suggest people can actually look at this, because it also talks about the Jesus 47 miracles or some 47 association, also swastika, all these things. So if you come to the ancient epics like Mahabharata and also the ancient books, so Krishna, who is a Hindu god, he says in the chapter number 4, verse number 7, whenever there is a decline in righteousness and an increase in unrighteousness, O Arjun, at that time I manifest myself on the earth. Okay, so in Sanskrit it is like yada yada hi dharmas. It is the most famous verse actually in the book. I mean, it is, as I said, Bhagavad Gita is one part of the Mahabharata, and Mahabharata itself is 18 books. Each book are like some thousands of verses. So in all those verses, this is the most famous one which every Indian knows. Yada yada hi dharmasya. So whenever there is a decline in righteousness, at that time I manifest. So when we are seeing 47, what does it mean? Jesus is coming or Krishna is coming. Okay, and 48, to protect the righteous, to annihilate the wicked, and to re-establish the principles of dharma. So yesterday we saw dharma, Charlie, the 777, right, Charles?
Mm-hmm.
So dharma actually, it means swastika. It means the truth. It means the pole star. I appear on this earth age after age. By the way, my house number is 418.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
And my house number has always been 4. Either it has been 103 or 013, 13, or like now where I am staying right now, it is 418. Always.
Yes.
And I never noticed it. I noticed it only when I started seeing 47 from December onwards. I have been living in most of my house numbers from childhood have always been 13, or they have been like this 48. So what does it show? That means we all have taken collectively, we have taken birth with certain script. That script we need to understand. What is that script? The script is optimal timeline reality. So we were all living in different timelines, meaning you are leading your life, Charles. Angel is leading her life. I am leading my life. We are all doing our thing. And some guys like me have taken the red pill early. But still we were all in different paths or different life. And then one fine day we are all coming together. So that together is nothing but 47.
Yes.
That is why 47 is being repeated ad nauseum in the news, also every, and blesses his disciples. So it is not related only to Hindu thing. And also one more famous quote in Bhagavad Gita is chapter number 2, again verse number 47. What he says is, Krishna says, Krishna, Christ, for me it's one and the same thing. You have a right to perform your duties, but you're not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Right. Meaning, just do action, do your work without expectations. Just keep doing your good work. So this is also the second most, or probably the equal most famous quote in the entire book. So just like Bible is holy for Christians, Holy Quran is holy for Muslims. Okay, for Hindus it is Bhagavad Gita, and it says karmanye vadikaraste na phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetur bhur mate sanyo karmani. It's also 47. You have right to. So that's why okay, I predicted Swan will come, something will happen. Some things definitely happened, and in fact, now as you say that something is visible next to the sun, right? So
Yes.
all this is what, all making us go through the optimal timeline reality. It is telling us that we are on the right path. Isn't it wonderful? So that is the
really
inner
is.
meaning of what. Yeah. And you will now start seeing automatically. So a lot of people are seeing 1111, right? A lot of people are seeing 1111. A lot of people are seeing 333 or 303. In fact, in the movie Matrix, the number 303 is where he gets his awakening and all that. Now look at this movie. I was actually watching a channel called UTV in the evening before our session, and this movie was coming. You remember, Charles, 2 days back I told you that we are in the underworld.
Yes.
And this movie came as a confirmation. I'll tell you one important thing. So there is also a movie called Thor, the Underworld and all that. So I have actually found out in the Ethiopia, the country Ethiopia, it seems it is 2012. So today, Pegum 6, the last day of Ethiopian year 2011 is ending and 2012 has started. So you may ask, or any common man may ask, what Ethiopia 2012? Tell me, like, what is the link? The link is we are in 2012. I was telling you the other day, Mayan civilization, and Mayans said that 2012 December 21st something will happen,
Yes.
but actually that much different important thing did not happen. It is happening in 2012 only. Just that we don't know when is 2012.
Right.
The 2012 is as per Ethiopian calendar. It is not as per the Gregorian calendar. Okay. See, date is September 12th. So we know that September 11th, what happened in America, right? 9/11 attacks. So 2012. So 2012 is 2020, and the proof is this movie. See, Underworld Awakening. It got released in 2012. Okay, and it got released actually on January 20, 2012. So see 20 again. So that means 2020. They are telling you, see, 2020 is actually 2012. This is how the mesh controllers encode. So 7 is coming, it means that we are awakening. When you see these dates, so never ever go by the Gregorian calendar.
Okay.
So of course we don't know what is the right calendar, but the thing is we have to keep doing our research so that we are getting closer to the truth. So January 2012. So somebody also told me, in fact, that the event in December actually happened on the day when I heard the sound in Bangalore. So as per his, that is also there in Hindu calendars, is that is called 360 days. So normally we take 365.25 days, right, for a year.
Yes.
But as per ancient Hindu calendars, Indian calendars, we take 360 days. We don't take 365 days. So even as per that, you can say that the event which was supposed to happen in December, it may have happened in May. I don't know. I have to go back and do the detailed calculations. But anyways, I'm just telling you. So this is one. Now, what is this Ethiopia thing? Why Ethiopia is so important? I'll tell you. This will, I hope, blow the mind of people. I did open it somewhere. Let me just search. Okay, I will again open, no problem. Okay, now look at this. Cepheus. He is the king of Ethiopia. Okay?
Okay.
Oh.
See, Cepheus is the Ethiopian and he is near the pole star. See, Cepheus is a crowned king in royal robes whose foot is planted directly on the pole star or North Pole.
No.
He is depicted in the graph of a tragic actor. So what are we seeing? We are seeing a lot of tragic news. So for example, so yesterday this became a mainstream news. There is a lady, she gave birth to a baby boy, and her name is Atira. Okay, and Atira's husband, who was trying to help a lot of people during the COVID pandemic, okay, like Schindler probably, he died of heart attack. So which is a sad news. So that is a tragic news. Okay, so when you are becoming more and more conscious about the matrix reality, the underworld, you will start seeing all these things. So for example, George Headley died, elephant died, Akira's husband died. Nitin actually means neo or new, right? And okay, so that is the link is ether. Now, how it is ether? Atira. See, her name is, just note her name. Her name is Atira. Now I will go to the constellation. So if you go to the constellation, see, the name Ethiopia from Greek means burn, I burn, to burn, face. It's believed to be derived from the Indo-European root word AI, to burn. Related words are ember, estival, estivate, heat. So what is happening, Charles? You know what is happening. So last year what happened? Arctic Circle was burning. In Australia, what was happening? The bushfires were raging. What is happening in the entire world? The heat is going through the roof.
Yes,
It is
yes.
summer all the time. The winter is less. It's always summer. Heat, estuary, edifice, edify, ether, etheric, ethyl, ethane, Mount Etna. And we know the story of Mount Etna. Akasha. Akasha means ether. And this is what Thor says in the end game, that ether or Akasha is not a stone. He corrects the other Avengers. Other Avengers, they're asking him about, time stone or is it space stone? Then he says, first of all, please stop calling it stone. It is not a stone. Okay. So Cepheus and Cassiopeia are king and queen of Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a cognate for aether. See, now see the word. Aither. Now, yesterday or today, whose husband died? Aitira. So the matrix always talks to you, and like a cipher or or you have to decode it. What is actually happening behind that tragedies? So at one level, at an emotional level, you are very sad. Somebody putting a foot down on George Headley, you extremely rage, and then the anti-black movement, this, that, all things erupted. But if when you go deep, you see that George is actually Saint George, and he's the one who actually killed the dragon. Now there is a new movie which came just few days back, I think in Netflix or it came in Amazon. I don't know. Let me just show that also. Yes, it's a Netflix movie, Charles. The name of the movie is Choked. How often do you see Indian movies being named with English words? Choked. See. And when it released 5th June. Who is the director? Anurag Kashyap. What is the meaning of Kashyap? Kashyap is the father of all the humanity.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll show you. Kashyap Rishi. This is it goes very deep and very ancient. So unless you know all mythologies, astrology, you cannot get the what the hell is happening. See, Kashyapa is revered Vedic sage. Okay, he is the father of gods. He is the father of titans. He is the father of snakes. He is the father of eagles. He is father of everybody, basically. Even the Kashmir, state of India, which is always into trouble, always people are like, always fighting and always it's in trouble. That name comes from him, Kashyapa Rishi. And it is also coming from Kashyapa Meru. In fact, Alexander the Great came to this place and he called it Casperia. And it is also directly related to the ocean churning of the ocean, where the gods and the titans were going for nectar of immortality. So I was telling you about Rahu Ketu. This is the link. So that is what is happening. So whether you go by Norse mythology, Indian mythology, even Mayan thing, everything is connected to only one thing, which is ether. Because ether is Akash. Akash means Akashic records. What is Akashic records? Everything is stored, when you die, when you are reborn or whatever. Everything is stored in Akashic records. Now this is what Edgar says, Akashic records. Akashic Chronicle is a compendium of all human events, thoughts, words, emotions, everything. What am I doing? I'm just decoding this Akashic records. And there's a famous, I think he's an American, if I'm not wrong, Edgar Sayce. I don't know which country he belongs to. He explains the Akashic records. I hope you're still online. I'm not able to hear anybody.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, you're so silent.
Yeah, no, we're following you.
We are spellbound.
So, can you see how I'm linking, Charles?
Absolutely.
All
breadcrumbs.
See, he's also called a sleeping prophet.
Yeah, very well known.
He is sleeping, awake prophet. That's the only difference.
Yeah, he would
And he
would
was
sleep
born-
and he would channel.
on see March 18th. So when did India lockdown start? I'll show you something very, very interesting. So I think 24th March, right? So 24th March. 24th March, India went into lockdown. And what is the sign on 24th March? It is Pisces. So I'll just show you that also. So normally, when you see sun signs and all, people talk about Pisces, but nobody talks about Andromeda. Nobody says I have Andromeda sun sign. Nobody says that. But let me show you this. So as per the sidereal astrology, this is showing the the Western astrology. It is showing as Aries, but actually as per the sidereal astrology, all these come into Pisces, all the stars of Andromeda. Because we have to subtract 23, so it is showing as Aries. So if you subtract 6, 23, from 6, if you subtract 23, it is 6 plus another 17. So around 20 degrees of Pisces. So as I follow the Indian astrology system, so all this is actually into Pisces and Aries belt. And what is March 21st? Everybody knows that. Pisces sun sign.
Yes.
So it is between this February to March, and then Aries starts. So around that time, right, around the Pisces time, the lockdown started. So there is a direct link to Andromeda. Now who is Andromeda? Is a chained lady. What is chain? Lockdown.
Lockdown.
See, she is locked down. And who comes to rescue her? It is Perseus. So it is a Perseus who actually comes to rescue her. In which constellation did Atlas and Swan they go? In May, the month of May, it went into Perseus. We know that. I have already talked about it so many times. And also, you remember, Charles, I talked about Mitras the other day. Mitraism. Mitra. See, that's also connected to this. It is connected to heavy rain. It's connected to Mitra. It connected to, he undertook the mission to kill the Gorgon Medusa. He
Incredible.
cuts off the head. So what is
Yes.
Medusa? Everybody thinks Medusa is some monster or something. Medusa actually means illusion. So this there in, I think, Wrath of Titans or some one of the movies where it is shown how he actually kills Medusa is through using a mirror.
Yes.
Those who are movie junkies, they would remember this. Actually, what he does is he shows a mirror to Medusa. Actually, he's using a mirror to find or trace Medusa, and then what he kills her off. And same thing Arjun also does. Arjun, warrior, mirror. So the same thing is there in Indian mythology. So what this guy does, I think I shown this in one of my earlier videos also with you, Charles, is that what he does is he hits the moving fish by looking at the mirror.
Yes.
It is
Target,
again passes. Yes.
a moving target. See, I think this is a good image. So he's looking at the water and he hits the moving target actually. And the award given for the best sports person in India is Arjuna Award. And the guy who actually won one of the, he's won a silver medal in shooting. He was, an Indian. Actually, India never wins any medals in Olympics.
Yes.
They always go and they just one medal or two medals. And one of the medals we won was a silver medal, I think, in 2004 Olympics. Rajyavardhan Singh Rathod, he is a member of parliament. This guy. And he was an expert marksman. He actually missed gold by a very narrow margin. At world level, of course, a world championship and all, he has won a lot of gold medals. So I'm just telling you. So whether it is the Persian mythology, Indian mythology, Zoroastrianism, everything is linked. So that is what actually happened or started happening is the ascension codes and also, probably cutting off the Gorgon Medusa. So May 20th, what the sound we heard in Bangalore was when the comet Swan went near Algol. And because Swan actually means sound and Algol means illusion, so the illusion started breaking. We also started collaborating more. We also started doing videos more.
Yes.
And more revelations are coming.
And taking the mask off.
Yes.
Taking the mask, obviously, because everything is getting laid bare. I mean, how can, see, many people know, they troll me. I mean, not as much as in your videos, Charles. I see that, even for your chat videos, there are 5 dislikes. I wonder why. I mean, it's just a chat. It's not even a video, but people are disliking. In my case, they just come and say that, I am connecting mumbo jumbo. I'm talking mumbo jumbo. Even though I'm showing that, is there a coincidence between that lady's name being Atira and
No. No coincidence.
I mean, how can anybody connect in one session 100 different things unless I'm super inspired or unless I'm really, as somebody says, I'm doing mumbo jumbo. I mean, what is mumbo jumbo? Where is the question of mumbo jumbo?
Well, it's so
Can
new to
anybody
them.
do like this?
No, it's just so new to them that they have to push back, and that's anybody who's disturbed by a reality other than their own is going to push back hard against your reality. And the more foreign it is to them, the harder they have to push back. They have no choice. They have to push back.
True.
It's
And
so shocking.
coming to Vega, yes, I think Angel has already covered about Lyra,
Yeah.
Lyrans and Vega, all that. So I'll just briefly talk about Vega star in Lyran constellation. It means Abhijit or victorious, and it also forms a beautiful triangle with other stars. And this is the star in which gods achieved victory against the Titans. That is why it is coming into consciousness. It's also known as Ma'at in Egypt, the vulture star, when it marked the pole. And what is the year? 12,000 to 11,000 BC. What are we talking about?
Wow.
We are talking about the return of good times.
Yes, the golden age.
So I cannot make this up, right?
No.
I cannot make this up. Even if I try. And see this movie, it's a British movie. Okay, Danny Boyle, who made an Indian movie also, Danny Boyle. He made a movie called Slumdog Millionaire.
Yes.
So he made this movie 28 years later. What is 28? 28 is 28 stars. As per the Indian astrology system, there are some people use 27, some people use 28.
Wow.
Can there be a better link than this?
No.
And it is what it is about. It is post-apocalyptic. What is happening? Apocalypse. What is apocalypse? Revelation or revelation. Apocalypse doesn't mean that people are going to die.
No.
It actually means that people are taking red pill, and see the color. It's red. The red actually has been wrongly interpreted as something negative. Oh, red signal, red this, red that. But actually, red means revelation, red pill.
Yes.
Red is a beautiful color, actually. In fact, blue is what you say, blues, the song blues.
Yes. Sad, down.
And see, yeah, this city, this city is being proposed as capital city of my state. Okay, its name is Amravati. Actually, Amravati, as per mythology, is the capital city of heaven.
Oh.
So how crazy can that get? Amravati, sacred city in Hindu mythology, it is celestial realm known as Indralok. Indra means the Zeus, right? He's sitting on elephant. Which animal died recently? Which made big news? Crackers, elephant. And the capital city of Andhra, my state, where I belong, it is Amravati. And what the hell is happening?
Oh.
And see this another thing, which is which many people like, from the word aether, Tara comes. Tara means star. It also means great wisdom goddess. So the root word of Tara or star, it actually means to cross. So I was showing you the other day, like, it is on the cross. What is cross? Crossing the plane. So that is the children of sun. So that is the Mayan thing. So I was showing you this book in between, the 2012 alignment. So 2012 alignment is still on. It's just that it is in 2019 or 20. That is the only thing. It is still on. Slightly dead. So they did say 2012 December 21, but just that 2012, as we know, is this year or the which already happened. Pleiades constellation. All this we have seen. So in Pleiades only, right, we had that sound, and whatever revelations are happening right now, all are happening in this only. Cameron Diaz becoming mother at 47. So this all I covered. I will just simply close this. So that's it. I think, Angel, you can continue with your presentation. I will just stop my share.
Thank you so much, Partha. That was
Thank
incredible.
you so much. Yeah. Okay. So I am the host now, and Charles, I think you already know that Partha Sarthi, the name and its meaning is Arjuna. Sorry, its meaning is Krishna. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, and you're right. Yes, Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna.
Incredible.
Partha is Arjun, and Sarathi, Arjun Sarathi was, Krishna. So he also has this all, magnanimous connections. But definitely he hasn't talked about anything personal, of his, personal horoscope. But anyway, so in consciousness also there is a renaissance happening, and it's definitely ascension into fifth dimensional earth. new golden age that is coming. And consciousness scale also, I also covered that day. What is consciousness scale? And directly I am going to Om. And see, the LOC of Om in the calibrated list is 740. That is also a biggest surprise. And 740 is 74 and it is 47. We see like that when we decode these things. So the mantra OM, it is slightly different than AUM. So we are not going to discuss about AUM. It is Om. Simply it's Om. So this mantra Om, it has specific meanings. First of all, it's the absolute state. This is what the spiritual people ultimately aim at. It is a very peaceful and quiet state where one can free himself from all illusions and reach the highest state of spirituality. This is the oneness, Charles, that we have talked about. This is the oneness with God, a neutral position from where we can be one with the highest supreme energy, or what Ra has called as infinite intelligence. Illusions, Maya, this is what believed to distract us from attaining spirituality. This is the, crescent moon. This is the symbology of illusion and Maya. And illusion definitely is the alcohol or the Medusa or the Maya or the lies that are going to be cut off by Perseus. The dream state, the dreamer is definitely the what his name I just forgot. Just Partha told about the sleeping. The sleeping. What his name? That person.
Edgar
He
Cayce.
also. Yeah, So yeah, so always in the dream state. So it's like that. The dreamer is believed to experience inner consciousness with closed eyes. The conscious state is there also. The individual in this state experiences the universe through his senses. This is said to be the most common human consciousness state. Om is the sound of the cosmic vibration of creation. So when we call the creation, it is also the creation of a new common timeline, that is optimal timeline. So is a common timeline where we used to live in a common place, in a common timeline. Like right now, Charles, you are there, Partha is there, and we are also, I'm also here. And all our chat group souls, they are also there. So we are all together in this optimal timeline reality. We are using co-collective consciousness to manifest the optimal timeline reality for Earth. That is very important. It's a common place. So what is 47 actually? I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
This is our interpretation of 47. So that's a story. Main thing is that union of two prime creator souls, Lakshmi Narayan, Radhe Krishna. You can call them Adam, Eve. You can give any name if you want. Shiv Shakti. So 7 is Ketu, Ulta L or Ulta God. See, the name of Superman is also Carla L or AL. Yes. So you need to have different vision to see what is there. 47 is opposites union, Rahu Ketu union, brain and heart union, sun and moon union, your heart and your crown chakra union. So message is that if 47, if anyone.
Yeah. So, for example, as she said, brain and heart. So,
Yeah.
Charles, in the chakra scheme of things, the heart chakra, or it's called Anahat, it's the fourth chakra.
Yeah.
And the brain actually is called the crown chakra, is the seventh chakra. So when you say 47, it also means this brain heart union. Yeah.
Okay.
Creating, and his mirror soul is also, his total self is creating a optimal timeline reality to reside there, because that's a story. So what happens once upon a time? I'm going to share a little story about 47, about Adam Eve, about the Shiv Shakti. So the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the primordial, not the general people. So once upon a time, the supreme divine feminine, who was abstract, was perfect, formless, non-existent existence, felt lonely, So she created one, formed the first divine masculine for love and companion, the Brahma actually. After some time, many people call him with different names. So after some time, they again started living in different timelines, which they themselves created for each. The abstract divine supreme feminine energy created these divine masculines and divine feminines for Leela or divine entertainment purpose. Just as we create one, online game character, she made this DM and DFs for Leela or divine entertainment purpose. As these two true lovers now departed, see, the thing is always in the present. So as these true primordial lovers now departed, so after living sometimes alone, they missed each other and decided to come together. And they created a new third common timeline where they reside right now. They had faced much without each other. They learned from their mistakes. Now they are in one common timeline. This timeline is 47. 4 is Vishnu, Rahu, Shiva, Perseus, Brahma, maybe any name. And 7 is Lakshmi, Ketu, Parvati, Andromeda, Saraswati. They have many names. They are multidimensional souls. But now in this 47 common timeline, the Lakshmi Narayan timeline, the 47 timeline, they are in full memory, full potential and full power, and they are the supreme primordial eternal prime creator twin flames 47 Lakshmi Narayan. And I also made a video on this. And these actually twin flame souls, it can be 3%, 4%, many souls, it doesn't matter, but their energy is like masculine and feminine energy, and combined they created one optimal timeline for residing in that common timeline. So this is very important. So that's our interpretation on 47, and we have decoded this interpretation, or we have made this an interpretation after watching many things, after connecting many dots.
Yes.
Yeah. And from the Great Awakening map website also, that is there, people can go there and quickly they can watch what is the main gist. I'm not talking about all the points, but the main point that we have discussed today. So across the world, millions are awakening to truth of reality. The Great Awakening map is taking the red pill with no looking back. We have already taken that red pill. It emphasizes using our collective consciousness in constant meditation to manifest the optimal timeline reality for full disclosure.
Yes.
End of deep sleep. Definitely we have to be ready for the great solar flare, an already occurring solar system wide evolutionary event bringing about spiritual ascension and ideally an activation of a light body. How to activate a light body, I already have given the links, and I also discussed in my video. So it's a wonderful time to be alive. World is peaceful now. Yeah, amen. And escape the matrix, escape the matrix, escape the samsara, and find. In a final note, I want to conclude that it is very much important to balance this brain and heart. Actually, I want to say that it is very important to balance this red and blue. We need both masculine and we need both feminine energies inside of our soul also, inside of our body also. There is yin and yang factors. We have both brains and hearts, and we cannot avoid a single one, or we cannot give emphasis or give extra chocolate to one of them. We have to balance both of them. That is the main message. Heart and brain, Rahu Ketu, opposites. We have to come to a neutral spot. That is the Buddha feel, Charles, that everyone talks about. That is the point where God energy activates, and when you get one with the source, that is ascension, that is Kundalini awakening, and that is spiritual ascension.
And it's something that you have to make an effort for. It just doesn't happen. It takes practice, takes meditation. It is not an easy thing to attain. To be human is a struggle. To reach that divineness is of course utterly amazing. But you just don't do it. Wake up, okay, I'm divine now. I'm gonna be one with the Creator. All right, oh, there it is, it's done. No, it takes practice, it takes meditation, it takes
Yes.
great effort, and um, and a lot of unconditional love for yourself and for everything, not
Everything.
everyone, but
Yeah.
everything around you.
Yes. That's
So,
the second key of Kabbalah. Second God energy activation key. Love others like yourself.
and at first you have to love yourself, and that is
Yeah.
so difficult for so many. And that's why they can't really trust or love anybody else because of their own insecurities and their own lack of love. And that's one of the things you get to do with yoga is to go inward and deep and know yourself and move in ways physically that you can then manifest yourself spiritually. And
Yeah.
so all of this, you just can't sit in a church and recite what somebody says and
Yeah.
feel that you've attained greatness.
Yeah.
You've not undertaken the journey. You've not.
Yeah.
You've just not.
Yeah.
So it sounds good. It looks good. It looks good on your resume, but practically speaking, for
Yeah.
raising your frequency, like we're talking about,
Yeah.
you do good, but
Yeah.
there's a lot more that you have to do.
Yes.
And the Law of One speaks to that clearly. That is an amazing, amazing journal,
Yes.
and makes so much sense in all that we've talked about for the last
Yes.
month and a half. And it's gone so
Yes.
quick. This has just gone so fast. We feel like we're in a speed tunnel of some kind. Angel,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
uh, it's incredible.
Yes.
Um, does
So, yeah.
does anybody have
One key is
questions?
there. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to ask
So,
questions from the audience, and then
yes.
what are you going to say?
Okay. So, one point is there. There is mass meditation in our map also, and there is Om, which is very important. So, whenever we chant Om mantra in a group, uh, the effects are amplified, and this will produce immense positive vibrations, which charge up the entire cosmos. That's very important.
Okay.
And the first point was there, what was written in the Q map right above. It's very important that we raise our vibration mass wise, like collectively. Then only the vibration of this planet will get up. So this is very important. And the Om mantra, people should not do this mantra or practice this mantra in a closed room. People need to go outside, because the vibration, whenever it comes back,
Mm-hmm.
it could be in that way. If there is no like open window, it could be harmful for you. For definitely you should take a place, you should practice this Om meditation in an open area as much as possible. A window, a balcony will do.
Great. Great. Thank you so much. All right. Any questions? That's what's amazing about this group. We just don't have any questions. It's such a thorough lecture with so many details. I also have the PowerPoints available.
Yes.
So it was very, very amazing and wonderful of Angel to create those and then to supply to us. So if anybody wants a copy of the PowerPoint presentation, please drop me an email at thebreadcrumbsproject.com. The breadcrumbs. There's a lot of us. I am the chief crumb. I am General Crumb.
Yes.
Crumb amongst
Yes.
crumbs.
General.
But it is the Breadcrumbs Project. So send me an email and I'll reply with the amazing PowerPoint. Such good information.
Yeah. Sure, Charles. And one more point is there. The model of my Samsung phone is Galaxy A10 4748. Can you imagine? 4.7 Madhbhagavad Gita and 4.8 Madhbhagavad Gita.
Oh my goodness. No, there's no.
And that is Galaxy. That is 47, 48. And actually, during lockdown, I bought this phone. And I don't have any option to look for another phone, because I have to buy this phone from the shoppers. I'm in the shop owner's house, and he has only one piece with this budget, and he has this.
That's amazing.
Universe selected this phone for me, and it is
Yes.
Galaxy A10.
How
What to
about
say?
that? No, yeah, that's there are no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason, and that's part of the cue as well. That it says that again and again and again. Everything happens for a reason. These are pennies from heaven. These are acknowledgments from the Creator that we are on the right path.
Yeah, it's 11:47 now.
Yes,
11:47
11,
p.m. India.
11:47. Oh my God. We are eternal, prime, supreme, creator, immortal souls. That's an affirmation.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Another so many wonderful affirmations. And do say your affirmations as you're meant to. Raise your vibration. Say good things. Think good thoughts. Do good deeds. And those are the three things. The magical number 3. And numbers are so important. Partha, Angel, thank y'all so much.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. And if you can tomorrow, we'd love some more. Whatever time you can give to us in the evenings, we grow so much from your knowledge and wisdom. Thank you both.
Yes, thank you.
Good night, and we'll see you in the chat room.
Good night.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you,
Yeah,
Angel.
sure. Thank you, Partha. Thanks, Charles.
Thank you all. All right, guys. As that Zoom call builds out into a gigantic file that I have to go through, another great and fantastic visit with Partha and Angel Hope, who are going to be in the chat. If you need to talk to them about anything spiritual or astrological, please send them an email. Go to their channel. Definitely go to their channel and start watching their videos. You've got to start watching their videos. There's so much information, and it just prepares us for what's coming. And we know something's coming. There's a giant orb next to the sun. The sun doesn't look right. It's not set in the right places. The moon is wandering all over the place. It doesn't look right either. And we've been told again and again, the warnings will be in the skies. Hi, Michelle. No worries. I'm about to finish this video, and so it can go ahead and build itself out into a standalone video, which people are watching oodles of, and then I'll build out another chat live stream. Is it still super white and bright, Michelle? Because Nemesis doesn't have her moon. She'd love to have her moon back. If you ever can think to lend it over to Ireland, they'd love to have a glance at it. Hi, Partha. Do you mind posting your email address for Robert? I think he wants to ask you a question. As a matter of fact, he does want to ask you a question. So, Partha, if you don't mind posting your email address, we'd be grateful. It's always cloudy here, especially during sunset. And today's clouds are super bizarre. They're like a bunch of puffy little things, just like all thin and puffy. But it's got to stop raining there. So you're not going to waste a moon. You're not going to send a moon on over, and they're not going to see it because of the rain. Well thought out. Oh, Epic's got the email there. Thank you, Epic. Hi, Dave. Welcome back to the Breadcrumbs Project. Good to see you. Yeah, something else. People that are awake notice that the clouds are strange. All the woke people don't notice anything. And as Partha mentioned, all 13 worlds are joining in this one epic event. Again, the Age of Aquarius begins June 20th, 21st of this month. So June 22nd is officially the new Age of Aquarius, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, these crowds are crazy. You sent some pictures over. I haven't had a chance to look at them all. I know there was pyramids with light bursting forth from the center. I didn't see. Did you send me a cloud? Yes, we should have a June 21st party. I think we will. Extra bottles of wine for everything. Very powerful, Partha. Wow. Wow, Robert. All right, guys, I hate to do this to you in this chat, but we're going to end this one right now so that we can build out. This is just valuable information, so this needs to be a standalone video. So I'm going to end this now and then build out another one where we have our chat going and have some music, because I got to get some dinner, man. I'm hungry. Daddy's got to go get some food. Gunga hungry. Gunga got to get dinner. Oh, yeah. All right. Winding this one up. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you, Partha, Angel Hope, for the great work that you do and the way you support this channel. Couldn't be any more grateful. So we are winding things up in this one. As we talked about a second ago, think good thoughts, do good deeds, say good words, and just have a good life.